Yo.
Oh my bad. We're going to be in game chat. You don't want to hear it. Damn.
Nah.
I tell them jump over the game
Yo.
chat.
Yo. Yo, yo, yo.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the
Oh,
Oregon Ducks
Lord.
and the House of Loud, a place
Duck,
where
goose.
great teams go to die. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams, and these two will get their oil checked early. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Clark. He makes the connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly.
He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They want to just keep throwing it. He's got it. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado.
That's so frustrating for the opposing offense, too, because you're just salivating. You're just waiting for an opportunity to get on the field. The offense possessed it the entire first quarter and then capped it off with a touchdown. That was amazing.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Oregon's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Palmer.
We sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of a defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. So after the first down run, here's second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Smashes through. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with the Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. And now on second down for this offense. The give on the inside. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Trying to move this
God.
through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Clark. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll just keep slinging it. Working the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Quickly to the tight end. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Now on second down. Out of the gun, the inside give. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He finds his man. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. To the air, it's Clark. Fires left. He caught it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. Looking for the end zone on second and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had an enjoyable day there today in Eugene. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Back to throw, it's Clark. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
The give from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Got his man on the right. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Try to get it on the ground. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together an 81-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But
And he's running in the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
what a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. When you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
With jet sweep pass. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Looking downfield, it's Clark. It's complete on the right side. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback will audible. On second down, they'll take to the air. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had two guys near that ball.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Taking it the other way. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Fuck.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
He looks that one in nicely.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. The Buffaloes will move the sticks with the first down.
And this is exactly what this offense wants and wants to continue to do. A couple more first downs. They just got 2 first downs. A couple more first downs, run the clock with the lead. Great.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack. And
oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's caught inside the 25. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Colorado. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we could debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
Pocket starts to collapse. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
He's taking the deep shot. Reels it in down the left side. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass. It's Clark. Fires toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. They want to throw it. They're trying to get to it. He's right on target. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Finds his man. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big players are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.